This is a tiny rubber-powered model that weighs less than your average writing pen, and in this video I set out to make it fly for 3 minutes. Why would I want to do that? Well, you see, I made this really large rubber-powered airplane a few months ago that at the time was the largest in the world. One sour viewer let me know, however, that I had not accomplished anything. He let me know that if I really wanted to accomplish something with a rubber-powered model, I would get a peanut scale model to fly for 3 minutes. What is a peanut scale model, you ask? It has to be a replica of a real airplane that has carried a person before, and it has to have a wingspan of less than 13 inches. That sounded incredibly difficult. Small models just don't fly that well. I didn't even know if it was doable. Challenge accepted. There was a lot riding on this video. If I didn't get a 3-minute flight, I would forfeit my right to the chosen prize, which was a donut. And my wife and videographer wouldn't get one either, which would create a lot of interpersonal tension in my world. The plane I chose to model for this challenge is called the Voorhees Delta D1, mostly because it was the easiest way to get the most wing area possible for such a small model. It also had a lot of sweep, which would help give it stability. I researched how high-performance peanut scale models are constructed. Low weight and lots of wing area are critical. To keep the weight down, I used really light balsa strips, laminated with carbon, using thinned Duco cement. Once the airframe was put together, it needed to be covered in 5-micron aluminized mylar for that super scale look. The real airplane is aluminum, and this was the only way to go. I got the covering for the rubber band powered airplane.
Oh, okay.
Ordered from Australia. It is here 3 weeks later. Oh, we get to check the news from Australia.
That's cool.
Screw the mylar, I want to know the news in Australia. Oh, they spell tire weird. Alright, we are in business. We can keep going with that. Got it about 2/3 covered.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. .5. Okay, so the covering added 1.5 ounces. I mean 1.5 grams. Oh, 0.75. Oh, that looks so good. 7.8 grams. Wow. The weight of this tiny plane was critical to flying well. Any excess weight that could be removed would increase its performance. This is true for almost any aircraft, big or small. It is also true for people. A lot of times when I try to remove excess structural weight through eating better, I feel like I'm giving something up. That was until I tried Factor meals. Let's check out these Factor meals. So excited. Save me time so I can spend more time in the shop. I don't have to do long meal prep. Eat better this fall without taking more time. Choose from 35+ weekly flavor-packed, fresh, never frozen meals that promote a healthy lifestyle and meet your meal preferences, all in 2 minutes or less. My favorite out of all the fresh, never frozen meals was the spicy poblano beef bowl. Click the link below and use code ThinkFlight50 to get 50% off your first Factor box.
My favorite was a creamy Parmesan chicken.
Perfectly cooked. I haven't tried chicken. The chicken's delicious.
Click the link below and use the code ThinkFlight50 to get 50% off your first Factor box.
Would you like an extra boost to support your wellness goals and feel your best as you take on the busy season ahead? Try Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving. Personally, I was blown away by the quality of these meals. I highly recommend you give it a try. Click the link below and use code ThinkFlight50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. This is my stooge. And if by the end of the project, the airplane flies for 3 minutes, we all get donuts. So for the first flight, it will be just 250 winds, which is only about 1/10 of what it can take. So you have to basically start with very little power and just gradually introduce more power, because if you like went to full power and the plane was not trimmed for it, you just wreck it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That does not get any better for our first flight. So this should be able to take up to like 2,500 winds. Right now we're only at 350. Oh, I've ever been. That's why we need the other field. Oh my goodness. Perfect landing. Everything affects the flight characteristics. The sun heating the grass can cause thermals, runaway winds. Oh, the drum. And I need a little less torque so it's not wandering all over the place. So I think I'm going to cut down the prop a little bit and add a little bit of a down angle. Although, just cutting the prop might solve both, so. Oh, still too much. Oh no! Oh no! We're definitely done for the day. When it nosed down on that first one, it broke the
Oh, I see.
broke the whole thing. So I need to just glue that back in place. So it was turning too tight. It was too tight of a bank. So that means more of its lift is getting used into turning instead of going up. So just not going to get much altitude that way, ever. So I took out a little bit of down thrust. I took out a little bit of reflex because it was turning too tight to the right. And I changed the rubber to a less powerful rubber, actually. Because I don't think I need much power. I think I just need a lot of turns so that it goes for a long time. It's like a gray-green rubber. It's a smaller diameter. 3, 2, 1. Jeez, that's half power. Ooh. Too much.
This is exactly why I film everything. Can you do that again?
No, I can't. There's part of it. That did not take a lot of power.
And we thought this was going to be drama free.
There was a lot of trial and error involved in finding the right amount of power for the model. There were a few repairs along the way too. In the end, a 22-inch loop of 1/16 inch rubber seemed to be the best compromise, and also ended up setting my most consistent and best still air times. That right-hand turn. Just don't let it get in that right-hand turn. We're going for 2,000 wide.
2,000.
However, these times were nowhere close to the 3-minute goal. It looked like it would come down to finding thermal lift. A thermal is a rising column of air that forms when the sun hits the ground and warms it and the air over it. Eventually that warm air begins moving vertically as it expands and becomes less dense than the surrounding air. This phenomenon causes those huge rain clouds in the summer and is responsible for a lot of the turbulence you experience when you fly on an airline. There is a great free flight club near me, and I joined them one morning to see if I could leverage their knowledge in picking the right conditions to launch my airplane in. It was an overcast day and my first few launches didn't go anywhere. But then I caught what I could only describe as a pillow of air. The plane was just resting on it doing its little circles and it just kept going and going, long after the rubber motor was done providing any power. How long was it?
You think it was 3 minutes?
No.
No.
2.5. It didn't actually seem like this challenge was going to be that hard.
3, 2, 1.
However, I went for a few more flights and nothing was able to come close to matching that magical flight.
Oh.
The Free Flight National Championships was being held a few days later in Lost Hills, California, and it was a great opportunity to meet with others with a common interest while trying again to find the right conditions for that elusive 3-minute flight.
Yeah, we've been coming here since the 70s, and we knew it was dwindling down, but not quite this small.
We're supposed to be in what, hour, 2 hours supposed to be flying.
With the 16-foot wingspan. That's cool. I'm trying to get people into free flight, you know? I'm trying. Doing my part. Looks like we got time. I might make it to Thailand. On the way to China. It appeared as though it was going to be too windy, but eventually it did die down a bit and I began my pursuit again. What better place to bag my 3-minute flight than the National Championships? But again, it was not to be. Every time it looked like the model caught some lift, it would quickly get bumped out and come back to earth. It was becoming clear that the challenge was more about weather and not so much engineering. I didn't know that when I started, and I wasn't sure how much more effort I was willing to put into finding the right conditions. It's just a video after all. I wanted to give up. But then I didn't. Chris suggested I drop it from altitude using my quadcopter. I was afraid the prop wash would destroy the delicate model on the way up, but there might be another way.
Stabilize.
3, 2, 1. Pulling up.
Flaps 2. Flaps 1.
It's out. And it's flying. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a flyaway, I think. I don't think it's coming down. Okay, it's just doing perfect little circles. I don't know if it's ever gonna come down. I can't even tell if it is coming down. Yeah, it's coming down. All right, good, we'll get it back. Woohoo! Technology wins!
Flaps up.
My God, baby, we get it. We got 3 minutes. I'm so happy. We get donuts. What kind of a donut would you like, baby? You want an old-fashioned donut? I will get you an old-fashioned donut, baby. You earned it. Aw, thank you, baby. Bye. I love you. So exciting. I haven't had a donut in 2 years. 2 years. Oh, can't wait. My mouth is watering. Wow. What does it taste like? Tastes like success.